Unscripted.
There was a few interesting pieces of news that came out today regarding the PlayStation 5, and not only did I think that they were interesting, but I thought they were really integral to what's going on with the console and fans themselves. So this was something that I thought definitely should be talked about, and I'm happy to kind of be able to talk about that with everybody, because this is like the good news part of the stuff, and I love talking about the good news. I understand that there's always going to be some negativity and some bad stuff here and there, and I try to cover both, but I definitely prefer to cover the good stuff, especially when it comes to like games and interesting tidbits on like performance and stuff like that. So I do hope that we continue to get like great news and stuff like that, and it does look like that's going to be the case here. Sony has done a really good job of kind of knocking it out of the park when it comes to exactly what the PlayStation 5 can do, and kind of showing naysayers a little something different. You know what I mean? Like so many people just are out there thinking that the PlayStation 5 can only do this or can only do that. I gotta say it's pretty much all nonsense. Honestly, I've always said from the beginning that there's going to be a very small difference between PlayStation 5 games and Xbox Series X games, and to be honest, the more that I play PlayStation 5, the more I see that there is a difference, but it's like skewed in favor of the PlayStation 5, and it's just, even from a fun standpoint, even from a standpoint of pretty much anything, to be honest with you, and it's just honestly one of the best things that I've ever kind of had experience with in terms of gaming. So yeah, I'm totally stoked and impressed with what's been going on with the PlayStation 5. I really do hope that Sony continue to get some stock out there. I know it's going to be hard. I covered that the AMD stuff is happening, and that's really unfortunate. I really kind of hope that at some point we see some form of stock out there actually doing the thing, and people actually being able to get these things, because people are out there trying to buy these things, and they shouldn't have to be forced to use scalpers and stuff like that to do so. So yeah, that's a little bit unfortunate, but this is some instance of some really, really good news, multiple things, and instead of just doing one video a piece on these, I figure I will go ahead and do cover them all right here, because I thought it's relevant to each other, and definitely something that would be definitely worthwhile to anybody who's going to be playing a PlayStation. So yeah, we'll have to see how this kind of works out, but yeah, definitely cool to see it, and I do want to get started. What's up, everybody? Crapgamer here with Crapgamer Reviews, back with another video. Thank you so much for checking it out. If you're looking for a way to help out my little small crappy channel, the best way to do it, a simple like. It really goes a long way, and it means a lot to me personally. Again, it takes it's funny because when it comes to my channel, it's weird that YouTube is sort of out there, and they don't really send out the notifications the way that they should. And like 1%, sometimes less than 1%, actually get notified. So yeah, if you guys could go ahead and hit the bell so you're notified of all the stuff, that would be fantastic, and you just kind of mean a lot to me. So thank you guys, and shout out to all the old subscribers, new subscribers, and everybody in between. You guys are fantastic as well, so thank you guys for always rocking out with me and just being cool. Means a lot. So anyway, I want to get into it. There's a few bits and pieces of information, sort of touching on sort of what I covered yesterday as well, when it comes to the PlayStation 5 and what it's getting, which I thought was very key to kind of talk about. So again, we know that Control Ultimate Edition is coming to PlayStation 5, and it's actually they've kind of added some interesting tidbits about some bonuses to that PlayStation 5 version. It's not just a PS4 version; it is a full PlayStation 5 version with it should be something that's great for everybody. And I do feel that this is what it's going to be. So 505 Games has updated its support page for Control Ultimate Edition, revealing some key details on how the game performs on Xbox Series X and the PS5. Now, as previously reported, you won't be able to use the PS4 save data with Control on PS5, as it features an update to the game engine itself. So in performance mode for Control Ultimate Edition, features 60 frames per second at 1440p and 4K output, while the graphics mode includes ray tracing and a target of 30 frames per second with a resolution of 1440p, which was previously listed as 1220p in error at 4K output. So this is very interesting. So for Xbox Series X owners, only the performance mode is available, so they don't have both modes or whatever. Meanwhile, 505 Games also revealed that PlayStation 5 owners will be able to take full advantage of the DualSense controller with haptic feedback and adaptive triggers supported fully on as well. According to the developer, they're going to be able to do that, and it's going to be able to handle it as well. So I think that that's fantastic, because again, you have a team that's patching. This is an older game. Maybe not everybody got a chance to play it, but you have a team that has patched in the ability to utilize the full features of the new DualSense controller, and that's what a lot of people were kind of worried about. That's what a lot of people kind of wanted to see from this in the future or whatever, and so now that's what we get, and that's really fantastic news as well. So that's going to be really cool to see that kind of come out as well. They also got some news on the Division 2 getting 4K 60 frames per second update for the PlayStation 5 on February 2nd. Ubisoft has announced on Twitter that Tom Clancy's The Division 2 will receive its 4K 60 frames per second update on the PS5 on February 2nd. The patch will release with title Update 12.1, which brings with it the Resident Evil crossover content and the rebalance of the optimization station costs. So there is a lot to get excited about here, with full patch notes and everything kind of included in this. Obviously, this is something that some people were expecting, and probably has kind of come a long way into being expected. But yeah, very cool to see that, and just nice to see the support, and they're still going back. And I think before the end of just you could have been heavily into the Division 2, right? And just because you got a new console or whatever doesn't really mean that doesn't really mean that you're going to stop playing some of that stuff. So I get that. Plus we're in a year where there's a lockdown still and a pandemic, so we're going to see a lot more delays. I mean, obviously the Lord of the Rings Gollum game got delayed. We also got the Harry Potter game delay. So yeah, there's a lot of interesting things and stuff that kind of get delayed or whatever, and that's unfortunate, but at the end of the day, it kind of happens. We also got some more information on Destruction All-Stars. It has this total destruction, vehicle-based combat, and it's got crisp dynamic 4K resolution, fast loading as well. Choose your All-Star and accelerate into the action with near instant lightning fast load times on the PS5 Ultra's high-speed solid-state drive. It also uses the adaptive triggers fully. Experience your ride, get unique feedback for each vehicle thanks to the DualSense wireless controllers, adaptive triggers, haptic feedback as well. Experience the impact of rams and slams as the DualSense wireless controller. Dual actuators simulate the feel and in-game actions through immersive sensory feedback. And Tempest 3D audio tech for your headphones. How to crunch and slamming into an opponent is meant to be sounded. Here's stunning 360-degree stadium atmosphere with Tempest 3D audio. So this is really cool. I'm really excited to be able to see all this stuff come about. And the most important thing about the gaming industry and new consoles is gaming, is the games. I think it's unfortunate that that we get so sidetracked with some of the other stuff, but yeah, the games are the most important thing. And it's just fantastic to sort of see this kind of happen, and all this kind of stuff sort of just come out such at a good time, because let's just be real, at some point PlayStation owners are going to need some games and some new games and stuff like that. I mean, they are giving us a pretty good slate. It looks like we might even get one per month or something like that going forward, with the amount that they still have coming out, like Ratchet & Clank, Gran Turismo 7, Horizon Forbidden West. You got timed exclusive Deathloop and Ghostwire Tokyo. So it does look like we're going to be getting almost a game a month. So yeah, Sony has done a really good job and a fantastic job with everything that they've done, and I gotta say that I'm one happy PlayStation 5 owner. Trust me, I take it all very well and understand that it's something that is gonna happen. We're gonna see some we're gonna see some stuff get delayed, and we're gonna see some stuff happen, but I do think that we'll still see a lot of games release, and I think that overall most games that people are really looking for are going to release on the Xbox side. I think Xbox is kind of screwed. I don't think that Microsoft planned very well, not only for the first year, but I just think they didn't plan very well for the past 5 years, so it really shouldn't come as much of a surprise. So we'll see how that goes, and at the end of the day, I think that Sony is definitely much on the better track anyway. So I will link all this stuff in the description below, and you guys can check it out and let me know what you think. Maybe take a minute to consider subscribing, and let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. Have a fantastic day. Stay safe, happy, and healthy. Rack 'em up. Game on, my friends. Game on. Crapgamer out.
Unscripted.